How do cultural differences create communication barriers? Imagine trying to have a conversation where everyone speaks a different language, but not just words, also meanings, gestures, and customs. That's what happens when cultural differences come into play in communication. These differences can make it hard to understand each other, leading to confusion or even conflict. One big factor is language itself. Even if two people speak the same language, they might use idioms, slang, or formal words differently. For example, saying, "How are you?" might be a simple greeting in one culture but could be seen as a serious question in another. When words don't match the intended meaning, messages can get lost or misunderstood. Beyond words, stereotypes and prejudices also create barriers. If someone has a fixed idea about another culture, they might judge or dismiss their way of communicating. This can stop open conversations and make people less willing to share honestly. When people judge others based on stereotypes, it blocks trust and understanding from forming. Another issue is ethnocentrism. This is when someone believes their own culture is better or more correct than others. It can cause people to dismiss or criticize different behaviors or customs. When someone thinks their way is the only right way, it's harder to see the value in other cultural styles of communication. Values and beliefs are also deeply rooted in culture. Some cultures value directness and openness, while others prefer indirect or polite ways of speaking. If two people have different values, they might interpret each other's messages differently. For instance, a straightforward comment might seem rude to one person but honest to another. Nonverbal cues like body language, eye contact, gestures, and personal space also vary a lot across cultures. In some places, making eye contact shows confidence and honesty. In others, it might be seen as aggressive or disrespectful. Gestures like a thumbs up are positive in some cultures but offensive in others. Even how close you stand during a conversation can cause discomfort if you don't know the cultural norms. To communicate well across cultures, it's important to be aware of these differences. Pay attention to language and avoid slang or idioms that might confuse others. Challenge stereotypes and keep an open mind about different behaviors. Learn about how nonverbal cues vary in different cultures to avoid accidental offenses. Asking questions and clarifying what someone means can also prevent misunderstandings. Understanding how cultural differences create barriers helps us build better social skills. It allows us to communicate more clearly, show respect, and connect with people from diverse backgrounds. When we are aware of these differences, we can work together more smoothly and avoid unnecessary conflicts.